chick, she don't know that occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down. Inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Carson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Wilson's going to hold on to it. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Loss of a yard on the play.
On 3rd down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. from the shotgun. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 36 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He'll find Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play. And that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Second down and goal. Wilson steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Falcons.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Dante Fowler in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Ridley. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off near the 26. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Let's get off the field. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 99, check 99. Reload.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, a touchdown machine. He scores from a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
The game at 14. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And the Falcon first down.
Now Ryan on first down. Looking deep for who? This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have broken our tie. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown, Falcons.
Complete.
Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At the 47-yard line.
Come on, run it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 30.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 27 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Seahawks 21.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
Throwing now. Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle. Dorsett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's another Seahawk.
Wilson will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 miles. Hey, watch the slant. Go, guys. Slow down.
They go play action now. Wilson. This is caught. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll come out in the pistol.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Kill. I'll go special. Let's go. We got this. Check. Hot route. Hot.
On third down, Carson. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
A 4-yard loss. It's fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he's into the clear. The 40, 30, 20.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A heck of a way to start the fourth quarter, just south of 40 yards on the pickup. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
T.J. Green on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
At the 35-yard line.
This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
DK
Metcalf once again the target, and it's third down.
3rd down and 10.
Take. Watch my board. Better bring it. You better bring it.
To throw again is Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah